Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. We're doing a new vlog today. I don't think this is going to be a week in my life video. It's going to be a little bit more compact and I'm going to answer some true or false and questions at the end. This week has been kind of crazy. There's so much going on in my life. I'm going to link another vlog down below where I go more into that if you're curious, but basically just some situations with moving and getting a puppy and just so much going on and so much that needs to happen so fast. So it's been a bit stressful but really exciting too. I've definitely been feeling a bit sluggish despite everything that's going on. Sometimes that happens to me when I get stressed out. I feel like I can really get into it and like get so much done, and sometimes it's just paralyzing. I've definitely been a little bit more on the paralyzing side of the spectrum, but we're making it through. Yeah, this morning I'm just doing some work on my computer. It's another snow day outside. I think that's really playing into my mood, is that there's just no reason to go outside when the weather is so horrible. Just gonna be doing some work on my computer this morning, and I will catch up with you guys a bit later in the day. I ordered Court Street Grocers for lunch. I've never tried this sandwich before. The main thing is butternut squash, so we'll see, but it smells really yummy. I have been so into sandwiches lately. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this, but my boyfriend and I are obsessed with getting Jersey Mike's, which is like kind of gross, but really good. And you know, any good places for veggie sandwiches, please let me know. My new coffee table arrived a couple days ago. One of you guys actually DM'd me to purchase my old one before I even said I was selling it, which was really cool. And we did the swap on the same days basically, so I didn't have to go any time without a coffee table. And I got this smoked glass, pretty large Capellini coffee table off of Cherish. We've been posting some of the cutest takeovers on our brand Instagram lately. About once a week we repost customer photos, and you guys are so cool. And then a couple days ago we had our friend Tara do a IG story takeover. She's a vegan chef, and she created a really yummy recipe that I can't wait to try. We also had some 3D images and videos made, which are so cool. They look like video game characters. So I've been having more fun with our social media lately. Posting on social, even though it's kind of my job, stresses me out. I really like doing some more of the back end work a bit more, but I'm trying to be more on top of it. It's fun, for sure. It's just so important and obviously kind of shows so much about your brand, so you want it to be right. But I love that it feels very community based on our Instagram. That's what I like the most. This video is sponsored by Mommesilk. They make Ecotex certified super luxurious silk products. I'm wearing some of their silk pajamas right now, and I have some of their silk pillowcases on my bed, and I love them so much. I also got my boyfriend matching pajamas from them, which is really fun. I'm gonna have all of the info linked down below, but I'm gonna show you more about the products now. I have the black silk zip pillowcases on my bed right now. I have seen such an improvement in my skin since I've started sleeping on silk pillowcases, also my hair. There's so many benefits. I love that these have a zip closure, so it's super seamless. These are the Mommesilk pajamas. They're seriously the best. Now I like only want to wear these around the house. It's definitely been hard to actually put on real clothes because these are so comfy and I still feel cute in them. So as I said, Mommesilk is sustainably made, environmentally friendly, and certified by the Ecotex Standard 100 to make sure that it is safe for you and your loved ones. I love that they create really luxurious products with the environment in mind while still keeping it at a more affordable price point. And the brand really has a focus on improving your sleep, which is why they create such lovely sleep products. I'm not someone that really likes to sleep in clothes, but I sleep in these and I am so comfortable. My boyfriend does as well. I'm gonna leave some info below about the benefits of sleeping with silk products. Sleeping in silk is great for sensitive skin. It also can help to reduce hair breakage, and there are plenty of anti-aging benefits that come along with sleeping in silk as well. So I'll have the products linked below, and I think I'll also have a discount code for you guys. So I hope you enjoy, and thanks to Mommesilk for sponsoring this video. Now I'm gonna answer some questions. I asked on Instagram for some questions, and I said we could also do the whole true or false trend that's going on right now, so I think it's gonna be a mix of those. Also, if I'm talking weird, I bit my lip really badly like a week ago, and then I kept biting it and it's turned into like a sore and it really hurts, and I feel like it's affecting every aspect of my life right now. It's so frustrating. Hopefully the next time I see you guys it'll be all healed up. I don't know where to start. Someone asked, are you still into playing chess? Yes, but I'm definitely not playing multiple games a day like I was for a while. That was taking up so much of my time, but I still love chess. Someone said, you are a smoker. No, I do smoke weed occasionally, but I never buy anything for myself. Not my favorite thing. I do use CBD every day though. Someone asked if I still do dance. I don't. I would love to take some classes in the city at some point. I just feel like I never have time to do anything, but it's something that I need to make time for. It's also so different going back. I don't think I could ever like step into a ballet class. I don't think it would be fun for me. Obviously your body just like loses so much strength and then you can't do anything anymore. So I would take like a contemporary or modern class for sure, but ballet I think is done. Even doing like calf exercises, I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like my calves used to be so strong. I don't think I could make it through a bar class. I really don't. Advice for young people wanting to start a business. I say just do it. You need to start doing something. Obviously don't be too sporadic, especially if a lot of money is involved, but you can start with small steps. I think research is important, but there is such a thing as doing too much research and too much like sitting around thinking about the idea. You learn so much faster once you just start doing something, and it's probably going to be really bad at first, and that's totally okay because that's how you improve. And it might not be really bad. I kind of take that back, but you'll probably look back on it in some years and be like, that was kind of bad. You know? That's good. My friend Emily asked me if I loved her. Yes, I love you so much. Favorite dinnerware shops? I get questions about this kind of stuff a lot. I think maybe I should just like start having it in my description box, like links out to some of my regular home pieces, but I will have some links down below for you to shop so I don't ramble too much in this video. Has your sister ever visited you in New York? Not really. She has been here once because she's an athlete and there was like a national track meet here and she broke the national record. My sister's a really good athlete actually. I know some of you guys remember her if you've been around for a long time. But she actually just moved to California. She got a full athletic scholarship to Stanford, which is insane. I'm so proud of her. So hopefully I will get to visit her there soon, or she'll be in New York. I got some questions on building self-confidence, and that is something that I need help with. I'm not someone to help out. That I feel like I definitely can't give advice. This is a true or false one, and it says you move fast in relationships. Definitely false, I think, at least. I can see how maybe like from the outside looking in it could seem like maybe I move fast, but I don't share anyone that I'm dating except for with people that I'm very close to until it's like I'm certain about this, you know? And that takes a long time. I'm also definitely the kind of person where like trust is earned, it's not given. I can be pretty guarded. I know things about attachment styles are like talked about so often now. And I say all that, which I feel like would tie in with an avoidant attachment style, but I'm really not. I think I'm just very protective over my energy and myself. Since growing up and being an adult, I'm not one to like be casual with relationships, you know? So yeah, I would say false. Kind of going hand in hand. Someone asked tips for making a long-term relationship work. I feel like there are so many. I'm so fascinated with relationships. I mean, everyone always says that communication is so important, and obviously that's true. But I feel like relationships are work, but you shouldn't really have to make something work, or that shouldn't be something that you're doing every day. There might be periods of time where that's happening because of certain circumstances that are hopefully temporary, but I don't think that you should be having to make your relationship work all the time. Probably not a good relationship for you. That's something where I've really struggled with in the past. I'm definitely someone, not just in a relationship, I want to try everything to make something work before I give up on it, and I don't think that that's healthy. So maybe if you're asking yourself this, there are more underlying issues. But like I said, I don't think that relationships are like super easy and not work at all. But if issues are persistent, one party seems to be obviously putting in more effort or obviously picking up the slack in a relationship all the time, it may be time to call it quits. If you've tried and tried and tried. Sorry, I had to clear some memory, so your setup might have changed a bit. Obviously, like I said, communication in a long-term relationship, I think paying attention to bids for connection is so important. If your partner's trying to connect with you and you are like way off in left field and you're being distant, that is like such a thing that can really pull things apart. You can't be selfish all the time, but with that being said, you can't be selfless all the time either. Really a balancing act. And other than that, I would just say being on the same team, being on the same page with things, which again ties in with communication. Just being open and honest and making sure that each of you feel really safe in the relationship. Another thing that I think is really important is having your own deal breakers when it comes to relationships, and everyone is different. Different paired partners are obviously different. Some personal ones for me that I won't accept, maybe you can add to your list. Stonewalling is a huge one, and that is something that I have had a lot of experience with. Basically, if you don't know what it is, it's when you're trying to communicate with someone and they just completely shut down. They might still make eye contact with you and they're just silent. It often happens in times of conflict, maybe not even times of conflict. I've had that experience several times when conflict isn't even on the table and I'm still being stonewalled, and I didn't know what it was called for so long, and I finally realized that's a super manipulative kind of tactic and I would never put up with it again. So if you're doing that in your relationships, stop. It's not cool. It's totally okay to say that you need to take a break and take a step back and clear your head, but stonewalling isn't cool. Another one for me that I kind of have a hard time putting into words is criticism, and definitely not constructive criticism. I feel like I kind of thrive off of that. I obviously want to be a better person. Obviously those things come from love, but more so the like hateful, unloving kind of criticism is something that is a deal breaker for me. You should never feel worthless because of your partner. You're supposed to be on the same team, like I said. There are definitely more, but another big deal breaker for me is having a partner that's not down for me to be an ambitious, career-driven woman. I feel like my ideal life would be like breadwinning housewife. I would love to do it all, but I know that's not really possible. But I definitely have ambitions and goals, and I care about making money. I don't think I could ever be with a partner who would feel threatened by that. And I think having deal breakers in mind is so important, because when you're in love with someone, your brain just kind of goes out the window. So you have to have these things set up ahead of time. And of course you can adjust, but it's definitely harder to adjust once you're already in a long-term relationship. So whoever asked this question, best of luck to you. I hope that you're in a good place, and if you're not, I hope you can get out of it. True or false? Stutz is the only biz you plan on owning in your lifetime. That's definitely false. I don't have another business idea in mind at this specific time and moment, and I definitely don't have time for another business at this specific time and moment, but I definitely want to create more businesses. It's so satisfying building a business from the ground up. I think that will always be more satisfying to me than the financial aspect, than the freedom aspect. I mean, I really don't think there's even that much freedom to it, because you can definitely become a slave to your business and work a lot more than people that have normal jobs. But I just love the whole process of building something and seeing how it evolves and changes. Definitely something I want to do again and again and again, hopefully. How to save money to launch a small business. Ooh, that's a good one. I think you really have to be frugal during this time of your life if that's something that you're wanting to do. I think it's a combination of being frugal and learning how you can increase your income in other ways to throw into your business. I think there are so many more opportunities on the abundance mindset side of things, because you can only cut so many expenses, but the amount of income that you can make is pretty limitless. So I think you just have to get creative and, like I said, focus more on that than the frugality of it. But a combination of the two are definitely important. I feel like I sold like pretty much everything that I owned when we were starting the business, because that was a huge way for me to fund it. But I was also quite frugal at the time. When asked if I consume dairy, I do. I am just vegetarian now. I've had fish on occasion. Dairy definitely does not sit well with me though. It's more just allowing myself freedom to eat whatever I want. I don't see myself eating meat again, at least not anytime soon though. Something that I'm having to adjust to is that my dog is going to be eating meat. We're feeding him a fresh meat-based diet, and a lot of trainers suggest that you train your dog during mealtime and you feed them out of your hand. So I'm going to be holding meat, which really grosses me out, but I want to do the best for my puppy, so that's happening. Still really don't like seeing meat, but now I have puppy meat in my freezer. But obviously I'm gonna get over that for my son, because it's what's best for him. I got this one a few times. I know it's kind of a hot topic, and it says you want to get married one day. I know people feel very strongly about marriage. I feel kind of indifferent about it. I definitely would get married, but it's not like an end-all be all for me. So much divorce has happened in my family, so I've definitely never had like a romanticized view of marriage, but it seems to make the most legal sense, and I would love to have like the same last name as my family unit if I had kids. So those are kind of my thoughts on it. I got a request for YouTuber recommendations, like who do I watch on YouTube. I feel like my mind will go totally blank if I answer this question right now, so I'll have some of my favorites linked down below as well for you guys. And this has gotten pretty long, so I think that's all of the questions that I'm going to answer right now. Thanks again to Mommesilk for sponsoring this video, and I will see you guys super soon with a new one, hopefully with my new puppy in hand. Oh my gosh, so much is gonna happen before I see you guys again. It's overwhelming to think about, but I hope you guys are having a nice day or week, and I will see you super soon. Bye!